I'm in the shop, obviously. All green, if you hadn't recognised. What a week. What a 2 weeks it's been. The lifetime collection of jazz and blues records and CDs is unbelievable. You get two types of comments in the comments. One which is like, this is terrible. All I can see is big band jazz. And others, there's a spider on me somewhere, I don't know where it is. Others who will be like, oh my god, this is amazing, this is the best deal I've ever seen. And I'm with them people. I'm done at the house now, unless they find anything else, which I presume there is more there somewhere. But if I just turn you around, you'll be able to see the state. It's not a state. The situation the shop is in. That's a better word. So, there's all the CDs. And we have sold a lot. Well, what's that, a lot? Jonathan, big fan of the channel, big fan of the shop. He's been in all week, rooting through. He's coming in today. Like, I think he spent £1,100 last week on CDs, just CDs. Yeah, and I was scanning it because I hadn't priced anything. And when I was scanning them, like, oh, that'd be like a tenner, £8, £7, £8. You know, it was all not run of the mill. I think that's like £50. There's been other videos on YouTube. If I remember, I'll try and put a link to in the description. John, 6-inch pianist. He's done 2 videos now. I'll give him 2 boxes. I said, yeah. He wanted to listen to them. I said, like, I don't have the time for you to listen to them. Take them away. Do it in your own time. Do a video on them if you want. And that's what he done. There was a box of Sun records, full box, and a box of Rockabilly records. 2 great videos done with Madam Sin. I'll put the link to the description of his channel so you can see, you know, what else was in there, because yeah, I haven't shown a lot. And I mean, there's a lot on the wall now. That Juicy Lucy, all these blues compilations on Blue Horizon, Slim Harpo, Lightning Slim, Lonesome Sundown, Silas Hogan, Arthur Gunter. There was that Yusef Lateef, Eastern Sounds, Muddy Waters, The Real Folk Blues, Champion Jack Dupree, Aretha Franklin, Mike Westbrook Concert Band. There was, because the idea was, I was going to, where is it? It starts from here. I was going to have an event, and we were going to sort of launch the Jazz and Blues collection on one event, and I just don't have the time. It's better to drip feed it as and when we've sorted it. And you know, when we look at that, when we're low on stock, we can put a load out. I won't need to do that. I mean, I've got that much stuff now. It's just unbelievable. It was only a couple of weeks ago we were thinking, oh, I haven't had anything in for a while. And then all of a sudden this happens. It just shows you how quickly something can change. Yeah, so it was slowly but surely coming out. It's not all good, like I keep saying. It's different. But the main thing is, a lot of it, 99%, is in an unplayed condition. Right. So yeah, that's the situation. It's an amazing situation to be in. Yeah, so if you're interested in jazz and blues, come on down. Oops, oh, that's broken there. That's what that was. In other news, a couple of weeks ago, maybe 2-3 weeks ago, got to the shop. There was someone. I'll show you. Oh, the rubbish is gone, by the way. Yep, been asked about that. It's gone. We're back to normal now in Birmingham. Strike's still ongoing, but they've got cancelled. They've got agency staff doing all the collections. Anyway, there was someone in that car. This car is open. Someone in it, and I think I was still hungover at the time, and I was just opening this. I was like, "What's going on here?" I was like, "What are you doing?" And they're like, "Oh." And it was this young girl. I was like, "What's going on? What are you doing?" She goes, "Oh, sorry." I was like, obviously homeless, sleeping in that car. Not a good situation to be in. So I went and got her. I said, "Do you want some breakfast?" I said, "I'm going to calf." So I'm going to get you. I'll get you a tea and a sausage sandwich. That was about 3 weeks ago. I just got to the shop today. There was a sign outside. Sorry it's a bit late, but thank you so much for the hot drink and food the other day. We are very grateful. Thanks again, JJ and Coco, the dog. She had a dog with her. The dog was one of these like designer dogs, like 700 quid dogs or something. So I ain't seen her since. Yeah, so that was that situation. Also, someone phoned me. No, came into the Nuneaton, said, "Do you buy records?" Like, I wasn't there, so I couldn't answer. Got the details. I said, "Yeah, what you got?" She goes, "Somebody passed away 2 years ago. Was an audio file. Although the records weren't in a great condition, the equipment was." Said we've come to sort of decide on this now. We want to sell it all, and it was a load of equipment, records, CDs. Look at this equipment. I'm telling you now. First of all, I was away in Cornwall. I was on a beach. The sun was blaring. I couldn't see the screen. I had a message. Dubai Records. I was like, "Send me some pictures." It was 7-inch. I didn't want them. She goes, do you know anyone that wants to buy some speakers? I was like, "What are they?" Send me a picture of these. Now, on a WhatsApp picture, when you can't see the screen, I knew what they were, Jamo D265s. And I said, "Do you know anyone that buys speakers?" I was like, "Well, probably cash converters, but I'll tell you what, I'll give you 50 quid. Yeah, fine, we'll drop them to the shop." 50 quid is paid. I got back, I had no idea how big these were. They're massive. So that's that. You're not going to believe it. There's just so much going on at the moment. Look at all this. Somebody else says, do you want some shelving? I was like, "Yeah, because we're going to need some shelving for CDs and whatever." Again, didn't realise how big these shelves were. They're massive. Like, so we've got shelving now, and nowhere to put them. So that's. But look at this. This is what I'm here for. This is Sansui SR4050C belt drive manual turntable. I know it's belt drive, but you know, they were back in the day. Condition of this is beautiful. Look at that tone arm. It also came with a Sansui 2000X amplifier. And look at these. You can't really, the light's bad in here, but these are amazing. Pioneer. The codes on the back of them, but they weigh a ton. Very rare vintage hi-fi equipment. There aren't many speakers about, and there aren't many of these about, and they sell for quite a bit. So yeah, that's that. We've got people coming in today. It's Monday. Jonathan's back in today to buy more CDs. And we've got someone else coming in to look at, to sell me some cassettes, but he also is interested in Elvis records. So hopefully there'll be a deal made today. Bit of a bonus round Monday sales when the shops will be closed. So yeah, that's what's been going on. Whilst we're on the subject of news, I did have 5 locations where we were selling records from. 2 in Digbeth, Hall Green, Nuneaton, Atherstone. The one Digbeth is no more. So from October last year, we were in a place called Nostalgia. It's going great, not a problem. My records are no longer there. If you go there thinking you are supporting me and my business, don't go to Red Brick because they're not my records there anymore. Situation was the records were going very well, and there was a problem. The owner said basically there's a problem with the VAT, and I kind of get the situation that he was in at the time. He couldn't figure out a way to separate my sales because he's having to pay VAT on sales. So all these sales are pushing him over the VAT threshold. He's paying VAT on the sales, but he's not getting the money because he's sending it to me. All I'm paying is a rental. His accountant couldn't figure it out. The solution was for me to become a supplier. So he buys records directly from me. I didn't want that because I can sell records for market value at 4 other locations. So I'm like, no. I tried it before, and generally it works well to start with, but then people want naturally better stuff, and you know, it starts off great, but then people start wanting the Beatles, the Bowies, the better stuff, which I also want for myself as well. I've tried it in the past, it didn't quite work, but it is completely understandable at the same time. Second solution was I'm gonna, the other solution is I want 50% of the sales. So as an example, we've got two places in Red Brick. If I had a Michael Jackson bad in Red Brick, a Michael Jackson bad in the other one, I would get £15 at Red Brick and £7.50 at Nostalgia. Now please tell me why I would put anything in Nostalgia knowing that I'm going to have to pay a 50% surcharge or a fee on everything I put in there. It doesn't make business sense. So I'm like, you know what? It's not for me. Since then, the person has put their own records in, obviously, and I'm not quite surprised about that either. So I'm out of there. Back to 4, and this is how this is how like my business goes. We go 3, we go 2, we go 3, we go 4, we go back to 3, we go 4, we go 5, back to, it's not always going to be plain sailing, and I understand that, and that's how it is, so yeah, if you do go to Digbeth, go to Red Brick, not Nostalgia. That's what I'm saying. Have a look in Nostalgia if you want. I've got no bad. We didn't leave on bad terms. It's just that if you think you're supporting me, you're not. So next up, let's get some sales. I haven't got them ready, so I'll have to come back to you. Update. Just had a subscriber in. Brought me some cassettes, and here they are. There was a couple more, but obviously people want them straight away, so we've got to go. Iggy Pop, bit of Bruce, Michael Jackson, Source Full of Secrets, The Doors, decent. Get in there. Ramones, Pleasant Dreams, nice. Smiths, The Won't Listen. Cult, Stranglers, Depeche Mode. Good. Black Sabbath. 101, Depeche Mode. Buzzcocks. More. I think that was the best try. More there. Good stuff. I mean, I sell them for £2. They won't all be going for £2 though. So some more there, and the holders. And I just swapped him for some Elvis records. Now, I've got a box of Elvis records, and I've been through it, and I looked at it, and I was looking for specific records. Obviously, his first album, his second album. Didn't find them. Found them today. Look at this. There they are. And this, the condition on this is very nice. Elvis number 2. The sleeve on this has had a chunk out of it. Not too bad. I've seen a lot worse. But the condition of the record. Let me just set. Look at that. Generally, it's not like that. So that was a nice find. Like I said, we're still finding stuff all the time. We haven't gone through every single box. We haven't priced every single box. So we're just finding different stuff all the time. I'm still trying to get my eBay stuff together. More uncovered gems from the Hoarder house. John Coltrane, Blue Train, Blue Note 1577. I think he was practicing his signature on the back, unfortunately. I think he might have had, someone's had it on the wall at some point. The problem is, the record is not in a great condition. Look at that, you can see it. Oof. I was just listening to it. The main thing is, it doesn't skip. Yes, there is pops crackles, and personally I think it adds to it, but this record anyway. But yeah, what I'm going to do with this, it's going to go on eBay for £1 start. I'll mark the record. I'll advertise the record as being worn. Basically, worn is the worst condition a record can be. Is it worn? Yeah, I think it is worn. And I'll let the market decide. Whoever wants to pay whatever they want for it. That's an expensive record. So maybe the sleeve is better than theirs. Like I said, the record, from what I've tested at the moment, I've tested it to about there. Plays, no skipping. So, yeah, I'll describe that in the description. And I'll let the market decide where it wants to go. As with tradition, what has sold? Not much. And, you know, I haven't been relying on eBay, which is good. I will be relying on eBay for this. But I'd hope to sell a lot in the shop. But in the meantime. Subscriber, Richard. All the way in Hereford. In fact, he's got a pin on the map. There. Watching the Hoarder video, spotted some bits. Sonny Rollins box set. In fact, somebody else wanted that as well, but you got there first. And for Brubeck Records, the Riddle, Southern Scene, Instant Brubeck. So that's going out today. What else I sold? Technic, like a trance techno record, tenner on that. Space Racer, Free Your Mind, tenner. Paul Simon, still crazy after all these years, $12.99 I think. John Whiteman versus Barabbas Hot Rocks, tenner. Ferry Corsten Punk, 14 I think. We've got Pepsi Max Bar Runner, 15. Moving on to the 7-inch. It's got small piles. Paul McCartney and the Frog Chorus, 6. 15 for that, $14.99 for that. It's too much young. Jeff Beck, Hi Ho Aston Villa, $6.99. Angelic Upstarts Last Night, Another Soldier, 15 I think. The Beatles, Hard Day's Night, the Beatles and Jeff Beck, same customer. That's going together. I listed this last night. Small pile of 7-inch I had at home that was from this haul. Whirly, Fairburn, My Heart's on Fire, that went for $12.99 pretty much straight away. So yeah, that's it for today. That's the update. That's where we're at. I've got a lot of records that I've got to price up. Apart from this, just gen pop, you know, normal stuff, not blues and reggae. That's still coming in, and it's just stacking up. So I've got to get it sorted. So yeah, it's going to be a busy week. Last week was a busy week, and I'm expecting the same this week. So thanks for watching, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video.
Hello everyone in YouTube. I'd just like to say it's a privilege coming to Music is the Answer. It is a wicked shop and you always get a fantastic deal. John is fantastic. As you can see, I've come back again and I absolutely love this shop. You know, you get first class customer and he always makes you a lovely cup of tea.
No, I don't.
Not well, he hasn't this time, but he did last time. But yeah, it's really good. And yeah, I'd say come to the shop and you'll get the real deal.
Music is definitely
the answer. There you go.
There you are. What an advertisement.
Yeah, so